This week, we have a new moon in the humanitarian sign of Aquarius, and Uranus, the Great Awakener, which rules Aquarius, is turning back to direct motion at 23 degrees of Taurus. All of this, an empowered moment and more in my new intuitive energy forecast for the week of Monday, January 27th through Sunday, February 2nd, 2025. Stay tuned. Hello everyone, this is Colleen Lemma, Starseed Astrologer and Spiritual Messenger from Sacred Soul Empowerment, here to do your intuitive energy forecast for the week. So for this week, we're going to be using the Light Seers Tarot by Chris Ann for the main message for everyone. Your special message card this week, depending on your stone of choice, is going to be coming from the Divine Masters Oracle deck by Kyle Gray. So before we get into looking at your stones of choice or talking about the astrology for the week, let's go ahead, close our eyes, relax our bodies, clear our minds, and do an empowered moment. So making sure your eyes are closed, taking a deep breath, and as you exhale, you're relaxing every muscle, every tendon, and every cell. You're feeling safe and secure, comfortable and serene, feeling yourself grounding more and more with each breath that you take, breathing in and exhaling out. Visualizing, sensing, feeling, or just knowing that you're surrounded in golden white light of God, Source, Energy, Creator, Universe, all that is. And as you see or sense or feel or just know that you're surrounded in that golden white light of unconditional love, compassion, healing, and guidance, take a deep conscious breath in, breathing in that golden white light into every cell of your body. And as you exhale, letting go of all that your body, mind, and soul no longer needs in this moment. And focusing on the energy, the idea, the intention of a new beginning. We have a new moon this week, and new moons are always about planting new seeds. And the new seeds that are to be planted are of an Aquarian nature, humanitarian energy, freedom, liberation, change. We're beating to the beat of our own drum now. We're independent, original, allowing our unique gifts to unfold and to shine forth. We're coming together with people of like mind for a common goal or purpose, to serve humanity, assist humanity, to help guide humanity on the next step of the collective's evolution and growth. So plant your seed of intention, planting your seed of intention perhaps for freedom in some area of your life, or freedom from some belief system or mindset. Planting the seed of intention for positive change for the future. Planting the seed of intention to come together with others like yourself who share a common vision or goal. Whatever seed you might plant, visualize yourself actually planting that seed into the earth, watering it, visualizing the sun shine down upon it, sending your loving, nurturing energy to it. Allowing it to be activated, to grow and expand when the time is right into that dream, vision, or desire that you wish to bring forth. So let's take one last deep, healing, cleansing, and balancing breath. And as you exhale, you can open your eyes when you feel ready and return to this time and place and space. And let's get ready to look at our stones of choice for the special message card a little bit later. These are all special intention pendants. You can find them on my website on the shop page, this and many more. This one is an amethyst. So this is a beautiful amethyst. And this is Reiki charged with the vibration of the number 9, the essence of the humanitarian and creative and spiritual energy. It's also infused with the energy of master number 11, number of the light worker and the visionary, qualities of the sign of Pisces for unconditional love, compassion, and spiritual connection to one's angels and guides, the balancing and opening of the crown chakra, opening one up to higher wisdom and guidance. This one has Archangel Raziel's energy infused into it, the archangel of alchemy and divine magic. And then our second pendant for today is, if I can get a hold of it here, Herkimer Diamond. So the Herkimer Diamond, wrapped in silver, like the amethyst, and it's Reiki charged with the vibration of master number 11, the number of the lightworker and the visionary, the energies of the sign of Aquarius for increased claircognizance and being a clear and open channel to divine information and messages. The element of air, which is about higher thinking, ideas, and communication. The activation of the crown chakra for channeling of higher wisdom and knowledge. And this one too has Archangel Raziel's energy infused into it, Archangel divine magic, psychic abilities, and alchemy. And then our last stone of choice, or pendant of choice, is celestite. So this is a light blue throat chakra colored stone. It's wrapped in silver wire. It's Reiki charged with the vibration of master number 11. So they all have master number 11, number of the light worker, psychic gifts and insights and perceptions. The planet Neptune, ruler of the spiritual realm, dreams and clairvoyance. The sign of Pisces for creativity, imagination, and visions. This one has the water element infused into it for increased intuition and empathy. This one has Major Arcana 2, the Priestess energy infused into it for mystery, magic, and divine feminine power. And I didn't realize this, but it also has Archangel Raziel's energy infused into it. Love how I'm guided to pick them, and I didn't even know what the descriptions were. Archangel Raziel, the archangel of increased psychic abilities, alchemy, and connecting with all of those of the angelic realm. So again, your stones of choice for the special message card later is the amethyst, the Herkimer diamond, and the celestite. Okay, so let's talk about the astrology for this week. There's quite a lot going on, and I guess by quite a lot, it's a lot of important things going on. So we start out on Monday, the 27th of January, and we have Mercury, the messenger, the planet that rules thoughts, ideas, perceptions, and communications, moving out of Capricorn and into Aquarius, where it's going to be until February 14th. So Mercury, again, is that whole mental realm energy, as we just talked about, thoughts, ideas, perceptions, communications. And in Capricorn, it was more practical, conservative, goal-oriented, and ambitious. When it goes into Aquarius until February 14th, it's more humanitarian, more future-oriented, about being a little bit rebellious maybe in nature, beating to the beat of your own drum, being unique, coming together again with people of like-mindedness to figure out what can we do for the collective? How can we help to benefit the collective? How can we bring equality or that idea of being original and individualistic to each person on the planet? And Aquarius too, where Mercury is going to be, this I think will bring a higher level of claircognizance, revelations, aha moments, and downloads from the higher spiritual realms. On Tuesday the 28th, Mercury in Aquarius is going to be connecting with powerful Pluto, planet of death and rebirth, in Aquarius. This happens very late Tuesday Eastern time, so we'll also feel this into the early hours of Wednesday, depending on what part of the world you're in. And this is going to bring some powerful revelations or powerful communications, some powerful mindsets where, again, this humanitarian energy, this humanitarian vibe is really starting to increase and expand. Again, with our thoughts and our mindsets, we're going through this death and rebirth process. This could be releasing old, lower vibrational ways of thinking or perceiving or believing and becoming a little bit more empowered as far as the future goals, the future dreams, the future visions, and feeling more empowered in our mind as far as what the next steps are going to be. On Wednesday the 29th, we have a new moon in Aquarius. So that's what we did our meditation on. New moons are about new beginnings, planting new seeds. And again, it's at 9 degrees of Aquarius, and that Aquarius energy is the humanitarian that is of service to the collective on some level. That new moon in Aquarius is going to be in a positive connection to Jupiter, the planet of abundance, prosperity, and blessings, growth, expansion. And this day, the 29th of January, is also the day where we move into the year of the snake in Chinese astrology. Now, to me, snakes are very representative of huge transformation and change, that death and rebirth energy that Pluto actually rules. So this begins the next year of this new energy from a Chinese New Year perspective. On Thursday, the 30th of January, we've got Uranus, the Great Awakener. And by the way, Uranus is the ruling planet of Aquarius. And we've already had Mercury going into Aquarius, connecting with Pluto in Aquarius, new moon in Aquarius. So the fact that Uranus, the Great Awakener, is turning back to direct motion at 23 degrees of Taurus on Thursday is a bigger deal than usual because it rules all that Aquarian energy. Now, when Uranus stops and stations and gets ready to turn back to direct motion, even when it turns retrograde, but in this case it's turning back to direct motion, we're going to have like a little, it's almost like letting loose of some sort of energy. It's freeing some sort of energy. And Uranus does rule freedom and liberation, independence, originality, rebelliousness, revolution. It rules beating to the beat of your own drum, finding your unique gifts and being authentic with those. And so again, it's awakening these higher vibrational Aquarian energies as it turns back to direct motion. So we're really kicking into gear with that new moon in Aquarius and Uranus turning direct on the next day. Also on Thursday the 30th, we've got the sun in Aquarius, which is in a positive connection to Jupiter, the planet of blessings and abundance, who is still retrograde in Gemini. It's actually coming to a standstill right now. It's stationed at 11 degrees of Gemini. It's going to very soon, next week, in fact, it's going to be turning back to direct motion itself. Now, the sun connecting in a positive way with Jupiter is the follow-up to the new moon connecting in a positive way to Jupiter on Wednesday. So Wednesday, Thursday, we've got all this benevolent energy, and whether or not it happens all at that time period, I want to say by the time Jupiter kind of snaps back into direct motion next week, that kind of will break the floodgates open. Between Uranus turning direct on the 30th and Jupiter very soon getting ready to turn direct, I feel like there's something positive that's going to be expressed. There's some sort of, again, change, redirection, liberation energies. Growth, expansion energies, information, because Uranus does rule Aquarius, which is an information-based sign. It's an air sign. Jupiter, the planet of abundance, is in Gemini. Gemini is an air sign. It's all about communication and information. So I feel like there's some messages coming our way, messages and information and insights that are coming in for us that hopefully will shift things in a positive direction, either on a personal level or on a collective level or both. And then on Saturday, the 1st of February, we have Venus in Pisces connecting with Neptune in Pisces. So this brings in a little bit of the Piscean energy. Venus is kind of winding up her connection with Pisces. In the next few days, she'll be moving into Aries, the first sign of the zodiac. But right now, Venus, which is about love and relationships, personal resources, values, our sense of self-worth, is in this unconditionally loving, compassionate, nurturing, creative, romantic, forgiveness-oriented sign of Pisces, connecting with Neptune, which is actually the higher octave of Venus. Venus rules love, but Neptune rules unconditional love. So we've got this love vibe going on a very strong and magnified level. This is within relationships. Again, it's having that sense of unconditional love and compassion and a feeling of forgiveness. It doesn't mean we're all going to be, talking to other people that have wronged us in our life and say, I forgive you, but it brings in this very soft, feminine, divine feminine kind of spiritual vibe to it. Neptune does rule sometimes illusion and confusion, and with Venus in Pisces, which is the ruling sign for Neptune, money matters could be a little fuzzy right now. It could also be magical. Neptune can bring magic and miracles, but it can also bring confusion and illusion. So just be careful not to wear rose-colored glasses in either relationships or in money matters. And as far as our sense of values, we're definitely moving into more of this higher spiritual value energy, where we're valuing our soul, our spirit, our connection to source, more than, say, valuing job, career, money, that kind of thing. So this gives it a really nice spiritual vibe to end the week. And by the way, we end this week on the 1st with Venus and Neptune. So that will bring us into a new month as well. So be sure to watch the monthly forecast for February on my YouTube channel as well. All right, so that's a little bit about the astrology. Let's go ahead and take a look at the messages from our angels and guides for the week. The first card as we turn it over is the Page of Swords. Not surprising with all the Aquarius energy we have going on this week, because the pages are all about information, messages, communication of all kinds, speaking, teaching, writing, etc. And the suit of swords is the suit of the mental realm. It is the suit of the mind. So I feel like, again, this new information is coming in. These revelations are coming in. We're networking and collaborating with other people. These new ideas are popping into our head. It's a great time to have communications with other people, or do some sort of writing or updating of something on a written or spoken level. She's actually holding a book, and even though it looks like she's holding a string full of balloons, it's actually a string full of light bulbs, right? So it's like the revelations are coming in, the light bulbs are going off, the aha moments are happening. You might have to do a little bit of research, you might have to do a little bit of reading. Maybe this is about studying, reading a book, something that you're interested in, taking a class, a workshop, learning something new at your job. There could be something involved here where there's reading and understanding. If it's something about the written word or signing a contract, just, again, make sure that you're, as usual, looking at everything in between the lines, so to speak, because there might be some revelations, some light bulbs that go off like, oh, I didn't know that was going to be a part of it. But there's definitely some bright ideas that are coming in here with the Page of Swords. Okay, let's look at the next card. The next card came out as two cards. Two cards kind of fell out when I was shuffling. So let's look at the first of those two. Interesting, we have the Ace of Pentacles. It's not interesting that we have an ace, because aces are about new beginnings and planting new seeds, and we do have that new moon, but the new moon is in an air sign of Aquarius. So normally if we were going to see an ace, we'd think we'd see the Ace of Swords, but this is the Ace of Pentacles. So this is bringing in a manifested new beginning, right? If we think about the new moon in Aquarius, we can say first we're envisioning, using our imagination and visualization capacity to envision what those new seeds that we're planting are going to be all about. But this is actually giving us a message that something new is starting to manifest. This is the very beginning stages. It might not even be poking out of the ground yet, but whatever seeds you're planting, it seems to be a message that there's a strong indication that it will come into form, that it will manifest. It's like we're giving this gift to the earth element to bring something into structure and form at whatever divine timing that it needs to take. This could also be that you're receiving something, right? Those hands are receiving some sort of manifested energy. This could be a new beginning with job or career, new beginning with money and finances, new beginning with home and family. Maybe there's a birth, that's happening in the family. This could be a new beginning with a living situation, but it's something it's of the third dimensional form, right? The Pentacles is all about manifested third dimensional things in our lives, right? So it's not just the idea, or it's not just the emotion. It's not just the creative spark. This is something that's manifesting. So there's abundance. The Ace of Pentacles is about planting that seed for abundance and prosperity to grow. So let's see what card came out with the Ace of Pentacles. Hopefully after all that positivity, it's a good card, right? So let's see what it is. Oh, good. We have the Queen of Pentacles. So again, we've got a Pentacles energy, which is, again, this manifestation coming into form. Now, the Queen is a divine feminine energy, right? So whatever seeds we're planting, we're wanting to plant that with love and nurturing and care, right? As opposed to if this was the King, it would be more action oriented and take charge and push for it and make it happen. But this is like planting the seed and then patiently allowing it to grow, trusting and having faith that it's going to grow in divine timing. Again, giving it the tender, nurturing, special mothering touch. I like this combination coming out together because this is almost the planting of the seed of the divine feminine energy, starting to give birth to this divine feminine energy. Now, again, the new moon in Aquarius is a masculine sign. So it's interesting that we have this feminine kind of influence, but maybe that's the Venus, planet of the divine feminine archetype, connecting with Neptune, planet of unconditional love at towards the end of this week. So it feels like if you plant your seeds with love and care, trust and faith, and you continue to have that sense of groundedness and patience and self-assurance. She looks very self-assured, right? She doesn't look worried. She just looks like she knows that whatever seeds she's just planted is in fact going to grow and manifest into something good, something beneficial, into the abundance, prosperity, and blessings that she is desiring it to be. Now, it's interesting to me that it almost looks like she's got twigs coming out of her head, right? And so her higher perceptions are highlighted here, even though this is an earth. Pentacles is earth and groundedness. But I feel like she still has the higher intuition, the higher perceptiveness, the claircognizance, which is information and revelations that are coming in from a higher source. Because she's calm, because she's centered, because she's balanced, that is occurring and that is happening. All right, let's see what the last card is for this week. Love it. This is the Star card, Major Arcana 17, and the Star, which is actually ruled by Aquarius. So this is so on point. Now we've got in this particular rendition of the Star card, this lovely young woman. She's holding onto a string. It's kind of wrapped securely around her hand. It's like her dreams, her desires, her wishes for the future, right? She's got a hold on them. She's meditating on them. She's looking up to the higher heavens regarding them. She's asking the universe or her spiritual helpers of the highest vibration of light, maybe her star brothers and sisters. This is very, the Star card is of the stars and very otherworldly, connecting with your star brothers and sisters. And so there's something here that in a future sense, now how far off in the future, we don't know, but the Star card is usually like hope for the future, right? So this woman has hope for the future that her dreams, goals, and visions are going to come into manifestation. So we're back to this manifestation. So even though we're nearing the end of January and we're moving into the second month of February, I want to say you still have time, especially around this new moon in Aquarius, to do your vision board, to write out your lists of what it is that you want to manifest or accomplish. Make the dream big, right? The Star card is not dreaming small. It's shooting for the highest potential as we look up here to the cosmos. It's infinite, right? We have infinite possibilities and abilities to manifest this dream. It's almost like this portal is opening up here, right? It's like this portal in the stars is opening up, and that starlight is shining down upon this dream and this vision that this young woman has. And she's kind of weaving, it's almost like the string here that connects with the stars, kind of weaving this fate, weaving the future, weaving what it is that she wants to create. So this is a very positive reading with all of this wonderful Aquarian energy. Let's see what message of guidance you get from your special message card, your stone of choice. All right, so the first stone of choice was the amethyst pendant. So we'll give this a little shuffle here. Amethyst, special intention pendant, special message for this week for the amethyst people. This one's calling my attention as I open my eyes. Ooh, we got Saint Germain and the violet flame, okay? So the violet flame of Saint Germain is transmuting lower vibrational energies, emotions, feelings, thoughts, perceptions, belief systems, disempowering situations and circumstances. So utilize that violet flame energy of Saint Germain. It's almost the color of my sweater. I know my sweater looks darker, but it's like in violet eggplant color. And Saint Germain has got that violet energy. He's got the violet and gold energy around him. It says at the bottom, alchemy, release the old and make way for the new. So before that new moon on Wednesday, continue your release of the old, especially when Mercury connects with Pluto on Tuesday before the new moon, releasing the old mindsets, releasing the old ways of thinking, releasing the old belief systems, and allowing for the birth of a new way of thinking, perceiving, and believing, allowing for the birth of something new as we enter the year of the snake on Wednesday the 29th with that new moon in Aquarius. Okay. He's a great healer too. So whether this is transmuting on the mental level, but it can also be transmuting on the physical level, the emotional level, spiritual past life, karmic challenges as well. So he can work on all those levels. I'm going to put that back in the deck in case somebody else gets it. The second stone of choice is the Herkimer diamond. So special message for the week for Herkimer Herkimer Diamond people. This one is calling my attention right here. Got Lady Nada. Wow, I saw this when I picked up the deck to use it and was kind of just shuffling it before being on camera. I saw Lady Nada. I was like, oh, it's such a beautiful card, right? This is such a divine feminine energy of being in that higher heart chakra, the unconditional love of the divine feminine, which is that Venus connecting with Neptune on Saturday. This is so Lady Nada energy. It says expanded heart. And it says openness, liberation, let yourself love and be loved, right? So let yourself love and be loved. And they're not talking about it in a romantic sense. I mean, it could be in a romantic sense too, if you're in relationships where maybe there's been some or is some challenges going on, and you just want to exude this unconditional love, compassion, and forgiveness towards this person. But this is love for all. This is love for your fellow human brothers and sisters on a collective level. This is love for yourself unconditionally loving and accepting and respecting yourself. This is just opening your heart and heart chakra to that divine feminine energy. We've got this beautiful rose pink energy. You might want to use rose quartz or rhodochrosite or rhodonite at the heart chakra. Meditate with those pink stones. We've got this golden yellow healing light and empowering light, because to me that golden yellow relates to the solar plexus chakra, which is all about empowerment, your sense of personal power and confidence and courage and expanding into that. But she's definitely in this state of receptivity, receiving the love from universe, from her angels and guides, even from her higher soul self connection. So this is the energy state that you want to be in for this week. I think it's a good place to be all the time, but especially for this week. And the last stone of choice is the celestite. So special message for this week for the celestite people. Celestite. Okay, nothing's jumping out on me, so I'm gonna just kind of close my eyes again. Special message for celestite. Okay, tune in. Celestite. Celestite. This one's jumping out at me. Oh, I'm gonna mess this name up. Mahavatar Babaji. I'm sure somebody's gonna correct me on that one. Mahavatar Babaji, spiritual awakening. Spiritual awakening. You're going through a spiritual awakening, which again isn't a big leap because of all this Aquarius energy. Aquarius rules that crown chakra, opening up to claircognizance, revelations, and aha moments, and getting spiritual downloads and everything else. It says at the bottom, interconnectedness. And that's a great Aquarian and Piscean energy as well. Interconnectedness. We're all one. We're one with each other. We're one with source. We're one with the cosmos. We are all of humanity are interconnected. So interconnectedness and understanding the inner workings. So the inner workings, I would say, of your soul, right? So this is like, again, spiritual awakening, which is what it says. So you're awakening to the truth of who you really are. You're awakening to your higher spiritual nature, your soul's truth. The idea of not just being a human being, that you're a spiritual being that's just residing in a physical human vessel right now. But you're so much more than your physical body. You're so much more than your ego or the physical concepts that we're living through here on this planet and in this timeline. So there's a huge, and I think this is Uranus turning direct too, this spiritual awakening. I almost think that all three of these cards, no matter what stone of choice you chose, they're all messages for all of us, right? So Uranus turning back to direct motion is like, it's like something that's really opening you up even more. You're spiritually awakening to a greater sense of your soul, of the cosmos, and again, of the interconnectedness of all of us on the planet. So this was a great reading. I send you all lots of love and light. Please check out my services. I can do, I have done for over 20 years, personal intuitive readings and healing sessions. And I teach a lot of classes. You might want to check out my meetup page for the classes, lectures, meditations. The meetup page is Sacred Soul Empowerment, meetup.com, and then looking up Sacred Soul Empowerment, same name as my website. So hopefully I can see some of you at some of those lectures, workshops, or guided meditations, or I always welcome your comments to these YouTube videos, and eventually I do get to responding to them. I always love seeing you all one-on-one for any services that you might partake in when it comes to the services I offer on my website. And of course, you can find me on Facebook and Instagram under my name, Colleen Lemma, or under the name of my business, Sacred Soul Empowerment. So I look forward to meeting with you again. Take care, everybody, and sending lots of love and light. Namaste.